All right, the last two articles have talked very specifically about the basics of the chip shot and the rules associated with, and then breaking those rules to create new shots. Basically, when you're around the green, this is the most creative part of the game, and if you can imagine it, you can make it happen. You just have to practice whatever it is that you want to do to get the ball close to the hole. That is the bottom line, is how do you get the ball up onto the green and closest to the hole. So basically there's many different types of grass situations and undulations around the green, and the situation that you're in and how far you have to hit the ball will determine what club and the type of shot that you want to hit. So, like I say, you have 14 different golf clubs in your bag, and you have 14 different golf clubs at your exposure. So, you don't be afraid to experiment and try with different scenarios. Okay, so here's a common occurrence around the green where you may have to consider doing something different, using your creativity. But when the ball comes to rest on the fringe, but obviously touching the taller grass, it's really difficult for the club to get through this grass. So you may want to consider, instead of taking a chip shot, taking a putting stroke and trying to make contact with the leading edge of the golf club into the middle. So you're really trying to scull this shot, which is different than what most of us would ever want to do. By changing it up and being creative will assist you in making better contact and ultimately better roll and hitting it closer to the hole. Now, some people have difficulty hitting this shot, especially if it's close, but more particularly when it's off of a tight line, there's not a lot of grass. So you may want to consider, or you may feel more comfortable using a putter, and other people may feel more comfortable using a 3-wood or a hybrid. So the reason why this is a good choice is because it has a little bit of loft and will get the ball rolling with good overspin. So from here, you want to take your putting stroke and then just make a stroke, and it'll get it rolling with good overspin and put it up close to the hole.